Week 37 of Wild Internet News. Now, ladies, squeezing out an 11-pound mole rat is cool and all, but once you're in that hospital bed in agonizing pain, we are the ones that gotta hear you spew out those deep, hateful feelings about us that you've been building up for years. But nah, apparently shit gets even worse for some, because get this shit. New Zealand woman discovers surgical instrument the size of a dinner plate left in her body after operation. A woman who suffered chronic pain for 18 months after undergoing a C-section was found to have a surgical instrument the size of a dinner plate inside her abdomen. They left a double entry condom inside her for 18 months? Nah, these doctors were playing Portal 2 with my girl. That shit looks like the Hellgates in Oblivion. These things is used for long distance import-export. What the fuck type of business you got putting it in some uterus? Was the baby doing the commando crawl out that thing? What the fuck? Naturally, the previous story showed us how God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, the women. We would be nowhere without our amazing other half. That's the half that makes it possible for clowns like me to act like 12-year-olds on the internet. But ladies, y'all gotta chill, cause what the fuck is this next story? Gen Z women are ditching pads, tampons, and embracing free bleeding in latest trend. Who needs tampons and pads? Your knee-jerk reaction might be to say people that menstruate, but actually Gen Z girlies are embracing a world without sanitary products. The trend is called free bleeding, which means that you don't wear anything to absorb the blood when you are menstruating. Nah, man. If I'm coming home after a long day of work and I see the fucking hallway looking like a halal slaughter just happened, you better have took a date with Patrick Bateman while I was gone, girl. Nah, you are not playing out your penis envy by flinging that coagulated blood around the apartment. Hell nah. Homegirl, it's not enough you gotta wash the shit stains out your son's briefs. Now you're trying to make that washing water go from brown to auburn? You trying to make all your clothes look like some Evisu pants? You are bugging. I always tell people to not enter the bathroom within 45 minutes after I've been there, but even I ain't got shit on this next story. Get this, a Delta Airlines flight from Atlanta to Barcelona on Friday was forced to turn around after a passenger had diarrhea. It's just a biohazard issue. We had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane, so we had to turn back to Atlanta. A biohazard? Nah, this man beat the best of us. How the fuck is shit so bad they put you on the Bin Laden list? The neighbors will ask why the feds are showing up to this man's house. What the fuck is he supposed to say? My G, it's better that you tell them you ran a drug trafficking ring than admit that your feces led us to a new global virus problem. And what the fuck you mean all the way through the airplane? You mean my boy ran up and down the aisle with the faucet on max? You telling me he was running around booty clapping, just dropping feces everywhere? Nah, man, get the fuck out of here. Sweden, the country of IKEA, beautiful blondes, and meatballs, has turned girly the last few years. I just recently found out the gun homicide rate in Sweden is higher than in the UK? What? But maybe muskets aren't classified as guns and that's why Sweden is ahead. Anyway, not only are gangs terrorized in the streets, these gangsters are getting smart. These folks just unlocked a new wave to launder money. A news article reports Swedish criminal gangs are laundering money through Spotify. Criminal gangs behind a surge of bombings and shootings in Sweden in recent years are using fake Spotify streams to launder money. Criminal networks have for several years been using money from drug deals, robberies, fraud, and contract killings to pay for false Spotify streams of songs published by artists with ties to these gangs, an investigative report claimed. They then get paid by platforms for the high numbers of streams, thereby laundering the money. Man, then I find out Spotify is Swedish? Big tech is part of organized crime? Y'all know these folks stormed the Stockholm headquarters demanding to speak with the supervisor and inked the deal of the century. The article even got a first-hand eyewitness report. I can say with 100% certainty that this goes on. I have been involved in it myself, one anonymous gang member is quoted as saying. These journalists got connects to the gang members? We have paid people who have done this for us systematically, he said. Describing the process, he said the gangs would convert the dirty cash to Bitcoin, then use the cryptocurrency to pay people who sold fake streams on Spotify, which is a Swedish company. They made sure we ended up on top of the charts, he said, adding that the fake streams also led to an uptick in real streams. Higher streams led to a higher payout from Spotify. Nah, man, so you not only get to make your dirty money clean, you even get a #1 Billboard track as a side note? I'm telling you, if you've been on the Rap Caviar top 5 for the last year, be ready, cause the Fed's about to do a sweep. I went to New York a while back and man did it feel like the diversity center of the world. I loved it. Hispanics, blacks, Asians, white folk, and even non-human species were all thriving. So it's no surprise that I stumbled across this next article. Tourists are flocking to New York City to go on rat tours to see the iconic mascots of the metropolis, says the report. Kenny Bulwark leads free walking late night rat tours, taking routes near Rockefeller Center and in Flushing and Sunnyside, Queens. Rats are like New York City mascots, Bulwark told the outlet. People want to see it for themselves. They are like the new celebs in NYC with all the press that they are getting, Miller told the Post. Nah, man, this shit has got to stop. New York City, y'all is 0 for 2. Not only are you dog shit in the NBA, you're officially the master splinter capital of the world. Tourists would rather see the rats than your burrows? Fuck is y'all on? NYC, wake up.